Growth Board. Tonight, we celebrate. We celebrate each and every one of you talented, motivated, and capable Growth Initiative Fellows for completing the Growth Initiative program. Growth comes from challenge, mentorship, and dedication. And throughout the summer, we have seen you all rise to the challenge and grow as young advertising professionals while creating work that is truly exceptional for your clients. You did that. So without further ado, we have a lot to get through. So we'll be giving each team the spotlight tonight to share the fruits of their labor this summer. Each team will have 20 minutes to present their final work. Be ready to hype them up. Be ready. I see you, 2020 Growth Initiative Fellows. You know how it was. In terms of run of show, teams will be presenting in the following order. It'll start off with Building Beats, then Children's Rescue Fund, Pinaista, and Northwest Bronx. So on that note, Building Beats, you have the floor.
Okay. All right, our presentation today will be shared by Lon. If we can just give her a moment to get queued up. Fantastic. Thank you, Lon. Welcome, everybody. This is Building Beats' final client presentation. Next slide, please. I'll be introducing your MCs, otherwise known as my amazing team. We have Olivia and Vincent in our copy department, Lon and Kylie in our art direction department, Allison and Corey leading production, Greg and Jesse in strategy, Kinde and Roxy in media, yours truly, Jackie, as your account manager, and Rahul Kapoor, project manager. Next slide, please. So today, what we'll be going over is our strategy. We'll be addressing the problem, the misconception, our audience, and the reality, which is our solution to the problem, as well as our creative assets, the campaign, the concepts, and the direction that our client chose. Finally, we'll be reviewing our media plan. Next slide, please. And I'll hand it off to Jesse in our strategy department.
Hey guys, doing? As she stated, I'm Jesse, and we're going to be going over the strategy. So the problem is there are no diverse, equitable opportunities for people to have adequate music education. And the misconception is people think music production, podcasting, DJing, and entrepreneurship is intimidating from the cost of production and getting all this fancy equipment, but people don't realize that those costs have been declining. People have everything they need to produce music, podcasts, or become an entrepreneur right in their pocket. It starts with their phone. For example, Lil Nas X, he made Old Town Road with a beat he found on YouTube, and boom, just like that, low cost, made a hit single. So our solution was to raise awareness for the Building Beats program, to give them access to tools, community to help aspiring DJs, producers, podcasters, and entrepreneurs find their voice and strengthen their voice to those who are already using it. See, our audience would be the students or the little BBs. So we would be showing them, they would be learning from our teachers who would be giving them the tools and education that they need. Our educators would be the BB leaders and people who've been through the program, and the entrepreneurs are people who want to learn how to use these talents to create opportunities for themselves.
So next we're going to go into the creative portion. So starting off, we have our amazing tagline, I was built here. So this PSA touches upon the brand story and the success stories of all the students who found their developmental grounding at Building Beats. The tagline, I was built here, captures the narrative experience of past BB leaders. So for our spot, we chose to base our theme off of this tagline, I was built here. In our video, we use everyday sounds to build up a beat that anyone might be able to use, excuse me, to imagine themselves making. We want to show the audience that if you bring the passion and the imagination to Building Beats, we'll take care of the rest, and we'll show you how to build that perfect project, allowing students to feel like they were actually built here. Now, here's our 30-second spot that we've created. Enjoy.
Next stop is
I was built here.
So this is an example of one of the billboards that we would like to provide for the Building Beats program to, again, raise that awareness around the program. Where do you want to be built? Built off of our tagline, I was built here. Underneath our I was built here tagline and or big idea, we decided to create one main creative execution, which is the block party.
And to tell you how we're going to do this, we're going to use our social recipe, which is the do, the invite, document, and share. But since we're on the Building Beats campaign, we're doing a little different. So we're going to call them do the melody, the invite the chords, document the 808s, and the share the drums. So with the do, we're going to create, it's basically saying what we're doing for the consumers. So we're giving them a hands-on experience on BBB, which is Building Beats, and we're going to show them how easy it is to use, and we're bringing it to their block. And how we're going to invite them is through our social media, and tell them how they can get involved and just using Building Beats to the full extent. Document is just going to show user-generated content and content created from the BBB team. And share is just our outreach on every platform that you get to see Building Beats on.
To extend our tagline, I was built here, I want you to follow me on a visual calculation I've created for us tonight. With this execution that we have for the block party is Beats in Your Hood. It will go a little something like this.
So be in the moment, yes.
But give the future your utmost attention.
Exactly, wordsmith. Making sure the get down part is ready to depart, all right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Check. Under the needle.
Wait, what does under the needle mean?
That means the beat is locked, loaded, and ready to go. Now, that beat is fresh.
So we would take the experience of Grandmaster Flash teaching you how to load the needle, how to drop the beat on this, the DJ set, and then we would add exactly what these pictures show, a whole lot of party, maybe some double dutching, and of course, hella music there. You know, creating an atmosphere that Building Beats is always garnering to build, as well as looking forward to building in the future. And we would create a different experience that's unlike any other regular block party. You're adding interactive educational moments to people, to the community, and those that know about the subject and don't know anything about the subject as well. And this is not only spreading knowledge about DJing, podcasting, producing, but it's setting a platform for Building Beats to build a legacy in their community by investing in a concept such as the block party, like so. This block party would have local vendors running up 15th Street. It would have their BB leaders holding down the stage with multiple sets and multiple mixes that they've created in the past and creating right there. Building Beats would have their own stations where they would be teaching folks about equipment or what it takes to be a producer. It'll show individuals how to record a podcast. in an hour, maybe even having a full setup where people can experience what they've been taught by building beats in those 10 minutes and have it saved on a small little cassette tape for themselves too. We throw a block party, no matter the borough, no matter the city, the state. It's a reoccurring experience meant to build communities and engage creatives. So here's the do. This is what a mock-up of the block party would look like as you're walking past the street, seeing this poster on the wall. It's giving that very much New York vibes, Brooklyn vibes, which is where Building Beats was founded in.
So what we want to do when we invite everybody to come out and participate in this fun Building Beats block party, we want musical vocal talent. We definitely want to extend our invitation to teachers and administrators. We plan to have a lot of vendors there. And really how we can send the message out is flyers, social media posts. We pasted posters around the community. And when it comes to documenting the event, pre, during, and post, social media is our go-to platform. We want to create hype to start, a daily countdown reminder, guerrilla posters, and personal footage of the preparation. During the party, we want to have live broadcasting on socials, live podcast recording, an email list for future events and classes, and then post, recap on socials, personal thank you notes, a recount on metrics of signups, and of course, we want people coming back, planning the next event.
So here for our example of document is a mock IG story. I believe if it will show.
You know what?
Well, it would just show, there we go. It would show a countdown of the block party happening. So it would entice people to sign up for the block party, swipe up, look at the hashtag I was built here, and check out what's happening at Building Beats block party. And then for our share, the drums, we would share on social media, of course, their weekly email that they send out, and of course, their website as well. As well as how we would share it and what the share would look like. Maybe you're scrolling on Instagram and you see one of the flyers for the block party, and it's just telling you the information about it. You know, the caption goes, "This is about to be fire. Visit buildingbeats.org for more info. Hashtag I was built here." Or even Aquafina, who has been influential in helping Building Beats and the curriculum that they have, is sending out a tweet of hashtag Brooklyn. Come learn about what it really takes to build a beat with me and Building Beats. Hashtag I was built here. Still extending that hashtag and the tagline of I was built here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to pass it off to Corey.
So yeah, to further expand on the Building Beats and the block party concept, we wanted to create some mock Instagram reels. We thought it would be a really cool way to build awareness, again, for the block party. So kind of in the top left corner, here's an example of the first one. And then the second one would be in the top right corner, just another variation of it pretty much.
Now we're going to move over to the media portion of the presentation. And the first thing that you should see is Founder Fridays. And that's essentially a concept where we really want to get to know the CEO and the founder of Building Beats a little bit better. So we thought it'd be awesome if he could jump on social media and do a weekly Q&A live stream, and he could even interview students. We also created a 30-day IG calendar, and aside from Founder Fridays, no 2 days are the same. So you guys can use this again and again and use this as a template in August and the following months after that. And that concludes the media portion of our presentation.
All right, everyone. Hello again. My name is Olivia, and I'm going to bring us home. So I know our client isn't here, but I wanted to summarize a lot of the things we worked on the last 10 weeks. We had an amazing time working with Building Beats. They're such a dope client. And we really had to think and wrap our brains around how can we make this an intersection between music and the creative skills and all of the work we did to create the final campaign for them. So again, why we care, because we wanted to build something for a nonprofit, which we all had a connection to growing up. We all had a different nonprofit that we went to, or we learned and gained something from, and we felt that I Was Built Here really resonated with all of us. And that's it. The presentation is over. That is Team Building Beats.
Good job, y'all. Good job.
Woohoo! And thanks for going
Fabulous.
first.
Unmute.
Fabulous.
Great job.
Thank
Awesome
you.
creativity.
Thank you. First team, not an easy spot to be in, to go first.
You
Killed
rocked
it.
it.
Okay, let me see. So we have a wonderful problem right now. So we've reached the max amount of the people that can come into the meeting, but for our next presenters, it looks like they cannot get in. So let me figure this out for a moment. Hold on.
Oh no.
Okay, let's see. I think it's Jensine. If they're in the waiting room, Kenny, can you find a way to prioritize them getting in?
Is it like a one in, one out type of thing, like a club?
I believe so.
All right, I'm gonna give some room to people. Good luck.
I appreciate you so much.
I volunteered to step out, Anthony, if you would like me to.
I'll miss you, John.
That was my people, so I'll drop off.
Same.
Okay,
If you
I'll
need
come
me to
back.
jump.
I'll hop
How many,
off.
how many do you need to drop?
I just need like one. I think it's one.
I'll drop off. I'll come back,
Okay, okay.
Amanda. Okay.
I'll drop off and I can come back when they do.
Okay, we should be good now. We should be good.
Okay, never mind.
So I can't just drop off, Anthony? I have to
You,
stay?
you can
Okay,
stay now.
damn.
You can stay now. I'll let you.
Damn it! Okay, I'm just kidding.
I'll let you stay.
All right.
Okay, let me see. Children's Rescue Fund. Can you confirm, is everyone here on your team now?
Jensine's definitely here now.
They're here? Okay. Perfect. Well, on that note, thank you, Building Beats. You did that. Yes, I was built here. On that note, now I'll be passing it off to Children's Rescue Fund. Children's Rescue Fund, take it away.
Hi, everyone. I'm gonna be sharing my screen just 1 second. Okay, are you guys able to see my screen?
Yep, we can see it.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here to watch our presentation. We are the Children's Rescue Fund team, and this is our final presentation. And I'm going to introduce you all to my amazing team members. So we have Yunja and Talia, who are art directors. We have Bing, Cynthia, who are our copywriters, Jensine and Brianna, who are in charge of production, Taye, which is myself, who is the account manager, Jolia, who's our project manager, Abby, who's one of our strategists, and to Kenya, who's in charge of public relations, Inika, who's also our strategist, and Peter, who's in charge of all things media. So today we will be going over our strategy, kind of our audience, our creative concepts, and showing you our PSA and our production. And I'll be passing it over to Abby, who will be talking about our strategy.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming to our presentation tonight. So I will walk us through the strategy for our client today. So what Children's Rescue Fund was asking was to increase and diversify their donors to grow contributions. So our objective was to raise their profile, to connect with these donors, to make sure that our name aligns with the values of improving the children's well-being and futures. So the problem that we gathered from our research is that Children's Rescue Fund needs to diversify their donors and increase their funding. So our solution, it's to engage the new donors by showcasing our initiatives using media and addressing the idea that the mission to combat homelessness starts with the youngest generation. And this comes from the insight that homelessness is a cycle that can be broken if it's interrupted at the beginning, starting with the children. And now I will hand it off to Inika to talk about our target audience.
Hi, everyone. So here is kind of a direct example of the kind of consumer that we're trying to target. Demographics wise, we're looking at someone between the ages of 35 to 50, someone of a higher income who has the capacity to donate in the way that meets CRF's needs, someone who is located in New York City and therefore is both socially and politically active within the greater community. Additionally, someone who has a creative outlet. Now this expands to being able to participate in viewing art galleries or auction houses, someone who's able to meet that side of our demands too. And finally, someone who, and most importantly, someone who is involved and engaged with the greater space of volunteers.
Okay, I'll be taking over the creative. So we're just gonna go over the creative concept first. So for our creative concept, some background, it's impossible to understand homelessness if you've never been through it. The feeling of life being out of control, however, is a universal experience. This emotional connection will make donors more likely to follow through and donate. The main message of this campaign is that Children's Rescue Fund restores stability for children and generations to come. The idea of restoring stability comes from the fear of life being out of control, and it shows that Children's Rescue Fund is able to help children be successful. Next slide. So this is our campaign name. It's the Journey from Streets to Stability. Okay. This campaign will be executed by showing how the different services that the Children's Rescue Fund provides helps children move through the journey from living on streets to finally having a stable home where they could thrive. Our campaign tagline will be taking generations from streets to stability, and we'll be using a teddy bear as our metaphor for this journey. So for our campaign approach, we will be using the social recipe. The social recipe is an advertising approach for our digital shareable world that helps build involvement and word of mouth. How do we do this? Do, invite, document, and share. As a result, we'll have an engaging idea that will be executed in a wide variety of channels rather than a simple one-off advertisement. So next slide. For our do aspect of the social recipe, we will have an activation that has that we will be placing teddy bears around all of New York City. Each teddy bear will have a tag with a QR code that leads them to the campaign's website on the Children's Rescue Fund website. Next slide. We hope to create a compelling at-home campaign that encourages on-the-spot donations, as well as an opportunity to engage with the hashtag Bring Bear Home Challenge. And we also want to offer the opportunity to donate a teddy bear to a homeless child. Next slide. For invite, we will invite our donors to scan that QR code on the teddy bear that will take them to that website page shown on the right. There, the campaign, the PSA, a chance to donate, and instructions on how to participate in the hashtag Bring Bear Home Challenge. The Bring Bear Home Challenge will invite people to take the teddy bear they found and document its journey from streets to stability, or donate a teddy bear to a homeless child. And we also have the opportunity to purchase a bear, and those proceedings will go to CRF. The next slide is where we would put our success stories on this website as well. And now I'm going to pass it off to Yunja to talk about the document.
Thank you, Cynthia. So to document this challenge, users will be asked to tag Children Rescue Fund in pictures of them taking care of their teddy bear as if it were a child. The goal for them is to be as creative and fun with the teddy bear. Each post would also have the hashtag Bring Bear Home in their caption. So after the post is made, the website will instruct the person to place the teddy bear in a new location in New York City for someone else to rescue and document their journey. Now for the share slide. For sure, our participant will be encouraged to share themselves taking care of the teddy bear on social media. Those who donate a teddy bear can share their donation on social media as well. The stunt essentially is a self-sufficient campaign because once the person shares themselves taking the bear is placed back on the street so that someone else can experience the work that Children Rescue Fund does to rescue children. In other words, this stunt will increase the awareness of Children Rescue Fund among our target audience, which is the first step to gathering donations. With increased awareness of Children Rescue Fund's website, more people will be exposed to the PSAs and be compelled to donate. So for the FYI placement, we are partnered with FYI to further showcase our campaign and utilize their digital billboards around New York City. So FYI is a nonprofit organization that has a mission to build public awareness. Next slide, please. Based on our research, we're able to pinpoint specific placements in multiple locations, such as Borough of Manhattan City College, Central Park Summer State, to grasp the attention of our target audience and potential donors. The Out of Home campaign consists of a series of street posters and adapted for our various placements. I will pass it on to Jensine to close it off with our stunning PSA.
Hi, everyone. So I'm going to just share my screen and show you the wonderful PSA that we were able to put together to showcase the journey from streets to stability. So let me, thumbs up, everyone sees my screen? Okay, great. All right, so let me just turn the volume up and then I'm gonna press play now.
Over 16,000 children sleep in shelters each night due to domestic violence, evictions, and limited living space with close families. Food and clothing are essential, but not enough to break the grim cycle of homelessness. Children's Rescue Fund offers services and resources to transition homeless children to stable futures, helping their families go from homelessness to independence for generations. Learn more. Visit childrensrescuefund.org/Teddy.
So that wraps it up for our PSA. And thank you so much.
Woo! Yay!
That was so
Another
good.
great job. Another great job.
Good job, y'all.
I love that. I need a teddy now. Okay. I love this. Y'all did that. Y'all did that.
Oh, I'm so
On that note-
proud.
I love seeing everyone's faces throughout this, and they're just like, "Ah." I love it. All right, and on that note, one congrats, y'all. You did it. Now, up next is Pinaísta.
Thank you, Anthony. I'm just gonna share my screen. I'm gonna pass it along to Catalina to get us started.
Yes, hello everyone. So hi fellow Gibson mentors. Welcome to Team Pinaista's final presentation. Pinaista is a nonprofit with a focus in helping Pinay, which are Filipino women, in their future creative and professional hustles. And with that being said, we are very excited to show you all the work that our team has come up with these past couple of weeks. Here we have Nicholas and Sonia with strategy, Hadass in art direction, Hannah and Nicholas have been handling our copywriting. Erin and Lynn have been also handling our production. Ashley and I, Catalina, have been working on account management, Alan with our project management, Simran with our public relations, and finally, we have Asim working with our media. So as for our agenda of this final presentation, we're going to start off with strategy and kind of go over the initial insights we discovered throughout our research. Then we're going to go into our creatives, explaining our concepting and showing you guys our PSA, very exciting. And finally, we're going to be showing you our media strategies, our PR strategies, as well as some KPIs. So with that being said, I'm going to hand it over to Nick and Sonia with strategy.
Thank you, Catalina, for that wonderful introduction. So I'll be going over strategy real quick. So we had two main asks. Our first ask being that we wanted to get more members, as we noticed that self-identified Pinays are already engaging with the social media of Pinaista, but they're not becoming active participants. And then our second ask was that we noticed that the majority of Pinaista members are part of the free membership, and we want them to upgrade to a paid membership. And for our audience, we broke it up into two parts, the first being emerging Pinays. And these are individuals who are just starting out and are looking for a community where they can be supported in their creative endeavors. And then we have established Pinays. And these are individuals who have a little more experience and want to help others and give back to their community. So we noticed that there is a gap in perception and reality. The first being that Pinaista is all about its yearly summit, when in reality, Pinaista is a community that supports Pinays on a day-to-day basis. And the second being that the free membership and the first tier membership offer the same value, when in reality, the first tier membership offers a greater sense of community and value than the free membership. So we want to close that gap between the perception and reality. And I'll pass it on to Nick.
So through our informational interview with Caitlin, we held an ambassador focus group and conducted a member survey. We evaluated the Pinaista social channels as well as did research into their quote unquote freemium model. We uncovered that Pinays are interested in engaging more with the Pinaista community. They like what they're doing, they like the organization, but they think they're already getting emotional support and guidance through the free membership and the social media engagement. So essentially we need to bridge the gap between the perception and the reality that Sonia just spoke to. And I'm going to pass it off to Creative to get into our campaign and the PSA.
So with this strategy in mind, we came up with the campaign individually together, and this campaign is all about giving Pinays a glimpse into what it means to be a part of the sisterhood. So we'll feature stories of collaboration between the many creators, makers, entrepreneurs, and more who make up the Pinaista community, and together tell a collective story of sisterhood and support. And we can accomplish this by inviting members to share their stories and motivating them to authentically advocate for the value of the membership program while we elevate their voice before a larger audience. And this relates to our membership tiers by where we're framing the membership around this concept of collaboration between sisterhoods. That includes new names for the membership and kind of new descriptions for them. So there's 3 separate tiers, and the first tier we renamed into the emerging tier. And this is for people who are just trying to take the first step into sisterhood, who are checking out the community, who are emerging in their hustle and looking for a community that can support them. Our rising tier is our second tier. It's our paid tier, and it's for Pinayas who are interested in building up their hustle a bit. And the perks in this tier include opportunities to promote their hustle to the wider community. And the giving tier is a third tier. It's our highest paid membership tier, and it offers the same perks as the first tier, but this is for Pinayas who are already established in their hustle and interested in giving back to the community and supporting the mission of Pinayista. So with that, I'll pass it on to Nicholas to explain how this concept lives on social media.
Thanks, Anna. So in terms of sharing here, we're really aiming for Instagram, LinkedIn, Mighty Networks, and the website. And the PSA will highlight Pinayistas' culture of collaboration, and in doing so, we'll showcase the value of the membership and inspire engagement. So now I'm going to pass it on to Lynn, who will share a bit more about the PSA before we show it.
Yeah, so the client was really specific in wanting representation and accuracy with that. So we used a lot of footage from their YouTube that they provided, and then we like I said, mix the footage and edit it so it was like high energy music and a voiceover that was exciting, but also warm and welcoming. And in terms of editing, we used a lot of fast cuts for momentum and to keep them engaged, and we made sure we had a really clear CTA at the end.
Creators, leaders, and movement makers. We are Pinayista. At Pinayista, we're breaking down barriers, and together we're carving out our own space where we pursue our passions. A creative space where we support each other and thrive, where we collaborate and uplift each other, where we build sisterhood in the hustle. There's strength in your stories. We'd love to listen. How do you hustle? Submit your stories at pinayista.org.
Awesome. Thank you, Lynn.
Creators, leaders.
Yeah, and so building off of our PSA, we do want to talk a bit about an idea that we had called Hustle Hours. And Hustle Hours are a year-round option for inspiring members to share their stories with the community. And they are dedicated blocks of time in which members are invited to discuss their journey, their hustle, and how they've collaborated with their sisters along the way. And in this way, Hustle Hours showcase individuals and their hustles while also contributing to and amplifying Pinayista's collaborative spirit. So let's move on now to some examples of how this idea might come to life. Yeah, so on Instagram here, we'll really encourage members to kind of post and share stories about how they have collaborated with one another. And in asking for these stories, we're also inviting members to join or sign up for one of our Hustle Hours, which will happen periodically throughout the year, as I mentioned, and during which members can really kind of share their stories in greater depth. And as an added bonus, any member who participates by sharing their story in any way, so whether just through social or during a Hustle Hour, they might also have the opportunity to be chosen to speak at Summit as well. And on the next slide, we'll see that for LinkedIn, we are really hoping to kind of accomplish the same sort of work, except that we'll be focusing on the professional nature of LinkedIn. So we'll really be kind of searching for stories and interactions between members who've networked and really pushed each other's careers. So in this way, we'll really show our networking potential through these stories of gratitude as well. And now I'll pass it on to Hadass.
Hi, so to continue this campaign on Mighty Networks, we'll encourage open and honest conversations about these impactful interactions between Pinayas in this member-only platform. Here, members can be completely open when sharing their stories. And on the right, you can see a mock-up of how this will look as a discussion topic. It will read, how do you hustle? Share how you and your sisters are helping each other in the hustle. Next slide. And next we'll, back one. Sorry. Yeah, thanks. Next, we'll direct the audiences to a new landing page on Pinayista's website where members are empowered to submit their stories. On the right, you can see a mock-up of the landing page with the headline, There's Strength in Your Stories. And further down, we have 2 points of interaction. One where members can submit their stories of collaboration and how Pinayista has empowered them. And the other point of interaction is where members can sign up for a Hustle Hour. And lastly, here you can see the branded templates that Pinayista will use to uplift member stories and maintain the brand identity with visually appealing Instagram story templates. And now Simran will be taking over to talk about PR for this campaign.
So the question in sharing all the stories is, why would members want to share their stories in the first place? So first, they get to showcase their hustle in collaboration with a fellow Pinay. And then additionally, they have the opportunity to be highlighted and gain visibility and greater exposure. Thirdly, they're able to network in a personal, more humanizing way and form connections further than just a follow back or connecting on LinkedIn. And then lastly, they get the chance to speak at the yearly summit and get their name out there. Sorry, there's like a couple slides back. Yes. So this will work. So this will work as Pinayista will capture user-generated content and reshare it through their social platforms. So the sharing of user-generated content works well because it generates buzz, it connects in an authentic way, and it creates awareness. So the sharing will be happening through Instagram, Pinaysta's website, Mighty Networks, and LinkedIn. And then we have the hashtag Pinayista. And then we had the suggestion of a secondary hashtag, which was individually together, which sticks to this specific campaign. And then we have PR coverage. And then now me and his team will be diving further into media and PR.
So in terms of our media, our client asked us three main things: to get non-members to become members in the Pinayista community, to convert free members into engaged paying members, and then to create a media plan with a $0 budget. Our media mix includes Instagram, LinkedIn, Mighty Networks, PR channels and events, Pinaysta's website, and then of course the PSA. For Instagram, I think the slide's a little bit frozen for me, but if everyone else can see it, I can speak on it. For Instagram, we chose Instagram as our major primary platform because that's where Pinaysta's most followers are, and that's where they see the most engagement. And on top of that, 50% of their primary target audience is located there, and this is their best chance to reach non-followers through Instagram's Explore page. We'll also be using stories and reels to increase engagement and collaboration and sharing.
We wanted to highlight Instagram from a PR perspective as well. And then Instagram works well because it allows for posts, stories, and reels, which all allow us to showcase collaboration. Additionally, the platform invites members and non-members to follow and engage with one another. This can be done in the comment section where real, authentic conversations can take place. And it can also take place when users share posts beyond Pinaysta's Instagram, such as through reposting on their own stories, which then allows the original post to be viewed by even more people. And then we also had a suggestion to increase engagement and humanize the connection with followers, which was to have social media takeovers by members at the events and at the summit. So followers can then see the day from a member's perspective rather than the marketing or PR person's perspective. And then again, this emphasizes authenticity as we see a real person and their real journey throughout the day at a Pinayista event.
Our second channel is LinkedIn, and we chose LinkedIn as it allows us to reach our secondary target audience, which are established Pinays who are 35 to 45-year-olds looking to mentor our primary target audience. And LinkedIn also provides a different avenue as it focuses on businesses, and part of Pinayista's whole culture is focusing on members' businesses and their hustles. For the website, we want to focus on increasing SEO. And so we saw that only the organic keyword Pinayista leads to their website. So we want to fix that. We also want to set up Google Analytics in order to understand Pinayista's SEO a little better, to find places that we can improve upon, and also setting up a business box when their website is searched on Google, so that way it gives them a little more credibility. In terms of Mighty Networks, this is where their membership and members are located on. So we want to make sure that we can show, since it's a private platform, we want to make sure that non-members can see what membership is like. So we want to take snippets from Mighty Networks of member conversations or other activities happening on this platform among members and put it on our public earned media like Instagram or social media, Instagram or LinkedIn. So that way people, non-members can see what membership looks like.
So in regard to PR, we had some publications and partnership suggestions for our client. So first we had Diversity Woman, which was a magazine and media site for business leaders, executives, and entrepreneurs. Second, we had the I'm Ready movement, which was a movement that celebrates the leadership and power of Asian American and Pacific Islander women in education, business, and technology. And lastly, we had Berkeley Side, which is an independent nonprofit news platform in Berkeley, California, which is where Pinaista Summit is being held this year. And then additionally, we had the suggestion of a monthly newsletter that focuses on events and happenings in order to create buzz and awareness around them throughout the year for our clients so that members can be engaged throughout the year and not just for the yearly summit. Next slide, please. We also had suggestions of events beyond the summit that can drive engagement and interest, and these events are centered around some of the hustles that members of Pinaista take part in. So social bonding via these events keeps engagement throughout the year, which was one of the goals. And we essentially just want to create buzz around these events and the organization in general. So through events such as these, which if wanted can be open to the general public, we can increase donations, awareness, and membership. So some of the events that we suggested were a fashion show, a fitness/wellness class such as yoga or meditation, a concert/karaoke night, a paint and sip, which can be led by a member, and lastly, a CBD related event that focuses on using CBD as a vehicle towards health and wellness, which is something that one of the members mentioned in one of the focus groups that we had.
In terms of our PSA, we informed our client that Plowshare will be handling a lot of the media aspect in terms of placement and frequency, but we also assured them that the PSA would also be redistributed on Pinaista's other platforms like their website and social media. Here's our media schedule. So we decided to run the entire campaign throughout the year, but from March to May, we want to focus on converting free members into becoming engaged paid members, because around this time, people receive their Christmas bonus checks in the mail. So this is a perfect time to encourage them to spend some of that money on Pinaista and upgrading their membership. During that time, it's also AAPI, Women's History and Small Business Month. So a few other key holidays we can tie in with that messaging. Pinaista has their summit during the October timeframe. So from September to November, we want to focus on getting non-members to become regular members, whether that's a free member or a paid member. So as we get most of their non-members engaging during the summit. In terms of social media, since Instagram is our biggest platform, we want to post twice a week with LinkedIn once a week, and during 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Lunchtime, where the post will be seen by most people. And then we suggest that they also set up a weekly social media analytics platform or just monitoring, so that way they can understand where they can improve on their social media. And here are organic KPIs. So for each of our platforms, what metrics we'd be measuring by. So on Instagram, we wanted to focus on reach and engagement. LinkedIn, we want to focus on followers and impressions. On membership, we want to have $5,000 in revenue, increase our paid get 300 paid members, and then 500 new members overall. On website, we want to focus on our clicks and visits. Plowshare, we told our client that Plowshare would provide the metrics for the PSA. And then in terms of public relations, we want to focus on engagement and impressions. What we presented just now in terms of media was the media strategy that we plan to implement for our client. But we also provided a paid media strategy just to show them where they can go if they do get a budget for it. And so the key takeaway for this was that they don't need new content for a paid media strategy. It just allows for better targeting towards their target audience. So over the course of the next few slides, I just show you sort of the breakdown of the paid media plan.
And to wrap this up, Pinaista is more than the summit, more than a community. Pinaista is where we means individually together, a collaborative sisterhood in the hustle. Pinaista, with an integrated campaign, is an uplifting PSA, inviting social media tactics, relevant publications, partnerships, year-round events, defined SEO, and strategic media placement. With this, it will amplify the dynamic collaborations forged through Pinaista. The authentic stories of collaboration between Pinay creators, makers, and entrepreneurs will grow awareness, drive more membership, and deepen the relations and connections for its members. I just want to thank all of you for being here tonight, and I can't wait to hear the last presentation. Thank you, guys.
Yay, that was so good.
Damn, jobs. Get them all jobs.
Noise. Make some
Well
noise.
done.
Bravo, bravo.
Woohoo.
The grace, the
Felicidades.
presentation, the thoroughness. Okay. Y'all did that. Wow. And with that, last but not least, Northwest Bronx, you're up.
Well, hi guys. All right, we're gonna set this up. Last but not least, it's the Northwest Bronx. I want everybody to have their X's ready, representing the Bronx. All right. So last but not least, this is Team Northwest Bronx. It has been an amazing few weeks with my team, and this is from the Bronx to the Bronx. All right. So here is the dream team. So we have Tiana, our director, and Nicole Aramboles. We have V, aka Valent. And then we have Brittany and Jada, that are our production team. Myself, Griselli German, account manager. And then we have Jonathan, our project manager. Win and Beatriz, our strategy team. And then we have Kendall and Mac, who are our public relations. And last but not least, Sandeep, our media. So here are today's presenters. And today's agenda, we're going to be going over strategy, creative, so with the concepts and the PSA, public relations, media, and production. So I'm going to pass this on to Beatriz, and here's the Northwest Bronx.
Thank you, Griselli. So I just want to take you guys through a little bit of the strategy that we've been working on, and that is the foundation of the creative moving forward. So our goal here was to strengthen the number of community members and form a collective voice that transform life through the Bronx CLT project. But we thought it would be good to start with just building some common ground with everyone and explaining what the CLT project for the Bronx is. So the main idea here is to present the existing community ownership, to take over buildings that were left abandoned by both the private and public sector, and to develop new projects that reflect the Northwestern Bronx values and vision. So the key insight here that goes along with all of these values from the Northwest Bronx is that justice, pride, and courage are traits that have no age, but an address. And obviously that address is the Bronx. So without further ado, are you now ready to move forward and fight forward with the production team? So I'll now pass it on to Brittany.
So as promised, this is the final delivery for the PSA that will be aired on television, complimentary of Growth, and special thanks to Plowshare. Just as a refresher, Plowshare is leading advertising services, but it's best known for its focus on paid and public service announcement media placement, specifically more so for nonprofit organizations. So as a disclaimer, we are currently working on the licensing for the archival footage that we got from the Decade of Fire documentary. So dates and placements for where and when the PSA will broadcast will be determined post graduation. So we will definitely be in touch with the client about licensing. So without further ado, we hope that you enjoy the video.
Bronx, you rose from the ashes to provide a home for me. Yeah, in my dreams, I see a democracy working for you and me. Yet every day a Bronxite breathes, they keep trying to erase us completely. Suits paying a pretty penny to displace us, but they don't know we were born Bronx fighters. The same hands that rebuilt you will be the same hands that will hold you down. Join our movement with the Bronx to achieve collective ownership of land through the Community Land Trust, because we're here to stay.
So thank you all for the kind feedback in the comments. And we hope that we reached your expectations with this. So I am now going to pass it on to Kendall from our Public Relations Department.
Thank you so much, Brittany. In order to further push for the Northwest Bronx CLT, we have to immerse our audience in the movement. To do so, we've crafted a campaign known as the Bronx Pledge. Essentially, the Bronx Pledge is the idea that Bronx residents promise to support each other, preserve their communities, and ultimately join the Community Land Trust project. It is wholeheartedly from the Bronx to the Bronx. To ensure this campaign's strength and effectiveness, we've developed it according to the social recipe. This PR strategy allows us to introduce the campaign in a way that is interactive and authentic to the same people the Northwest Bronx are fighting for. Now I'll hand it over to Mac to give us a more in-depth look.
Thank you so much, Kendall, for explaining the concept of the Bronx Pledge. So as you now know, this pledge is fueled by passion, emotion, and a vow to create meaningful action. So here's what we'll do. In order to drive such meaningful action forward, we will host an in-person rally promoting the Bronx Pledge and our CLT, featuring a tangible and signable copy of the pledge for the community. In order for such an event to be successful, we need people. We'll use these methods of communication to invite our community to join us, sign the pledge, and learn why the CLT is so important. Next, the event will be documented through organic social media coverage, news coverage from our media list contacts, which we'll talk about later, and of course, by the signatures on our physical copy of the Bronx Pledge. Finally, for the shareable aspect of this campaign, we'll instruct our participants and our social media followers in general to use hashtag the Bronx Pledge when talking about the rally, the pledge, and also the CLT too. This not only makes it easier to locate relevant content from our event, but it also promotes discussion as well as providing a brief snapshot online into our CLT and what that means to Bronx residents. And now I'll hand it back to Kendall to wrap up our PR section.
And that's not all we wanted to leave the Northwest Bronx with. In order to ensure that we maintain audience engagement, we are putting together a PR super kit to ensure that they're reaching the right people with the right information time and time again. This kit includes Northwest Bronx press release to inform the public and media about this campaign, an outreach email template and community newsletter template, and the community newsletter template is to the right here. And this is to make informing members easier, more efficient, and consistent. And then we'll also have a Bronx specific media list, which is a list of local and essential and potential contacts for the Northwest Bronx all in one place. And then lastly, we'll have a social media toolkit. And this will include color schemes, post layouts, general theming, suggested accounts to follow, and more. And now I will hand it to Sandeep with the medium.
Thank you so much, our PR rockstars, Kendall and Mac. All right, let's get started with the media plan. I'd like to take you through the digital properties that the Bronx already owns. Now, as you can see, there are mainly four: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and the website. Now for the Instagram, we have about 300 posts, 1,400 followers, some eminent organizations plus people following it, like Senator Serrano, NYC-DSA, Senator Biaggi, etc. For the Facebook, about 1,500 people follow it and about 1,900 likes up there. But Twitter is their best bet as they have about 2,600 followers. Now, the posts and the stories are not consistent and hence the engagement is low. Also, the theme is not inconsistent and it doesn't have a fixed layout. which is very important as it makes people feel closer to the brand. Even the newsletter is not consistent. But the website, on the other hand, is easily searchable and adheres to the best case practices of SEO, but we have to make it more CLT specific. That is our aim, that is to increase the reach, which brings us to our strategic priorities. Getting in front of the right people, that is our target audience. Getting the right kind of coverage, specific to the Bronx community and CLT in particular. Maybe through the bloggers, influencers, etc. Celebrating the promise, which I'll get more into details later. Setting the right pricing for the social handles and events. Setting the right context. What exactly is the CLT and what does it mean for the people and the community and why exactly people should join it? Now coming to the best part, the loyal followers. People who have been through thick and thin. What can we do for them? And most importantly, how can we leverage their commitment? Now, how are we going to measure that? That we just talked about. That is through the key performance indicators. Website traffic, reach, impression, number of petitions signed, engagement, media and out of home, and the number of members involved, with new and old. Now to measure them, we have to closely look at our media types. All right, let's start with the media types. Now, for the media types, we have earned, owned, paid, free, and organic. Now, the earned is the promotion coverage awarded by outside agencies or publications, which include the local newspaper, press, and blog. For the owned, that is the digital assets that the Bronx literally owns and has complete control over. We have newsletters, events, posters, petitions, and reminders. For the paid media, that is the ad inventory. We have influencers, TV stations, and radio. Now, as a non-for-profit, it is eligible for some other media types. That is the Google grants and the FYE. For the organic, we have Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Now, when we talk about the owned media, the three musketeers of the same are the Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And the analysis of the same can be seen on the next slide. Now, for the Instagram, prioritize community engagement, post consistently at times, and create content in diverse formats. For the Facebook, invite your members to like, share, and review. Use keywords like PNG people, Bronx housing, Bronx land trust. For the Twitter, always it works. Keep it short and sweet, 100 characters or less. Include the links whenever possible and ask for retweets as it has a 12 times higher chance. Now, every brand has a certain theme that it can relate to. And these are some of the okay, so I want to take a deeper look at the SEO analysis of the same as well. Now, the website is in a good standing when it comes to the SEO analytics, no doubt. Google My Business page is set up, it is updated, the keywords used are good, hence it can be easily searchable. But it is not specific to the CLT, which is our main priority at the moment. Now, every brand has a certain theme that it can relate to. Now, these are some of the layouts we think best represents the community and should be one of the standardized layouts. We also went a step further and created some badges that the community members can use. Now, how are we going to make sure that the plans we have are sustainable? It's through the content calendar. We have a different set of themes for each month with the frequency of the post, and we have it laid out for the next 6 months. The themes include what makes Bronx the Bronx, introducing the pledge, sharing people's pledge, etc., etc. Now, I'd like to talk a little bit about how we would be delivering the pledge. And that is through the hashtag, that's through reels, that's through stories, campaigns, footage, and the trendings. Now, again, as it's a non-for-profit, we don't have a lot of budget, but we created a paid media boost that can definitely help them to reach to a certain level. And that includes Instagram ads, Facebook ads, search ads, and YouTube stream ads. Now, coming to the channels of distribution. For our campaign priorities, we have TV, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And for the additional channels, we have LinkedIn and YouTube. Ending my part, I would like to end with a media checklist. This is what we would be providing to the client: the SEO and the website optimization, free for non-for-profits, organic primary, paid advertising, and the organic secondary. And with this, the media plan concludes, and I would like to ask the production to take over. Thank you so much.
Okay, and now it's for production part 2, and please bear with me for the FYI spiel. FYI is a nonprofit media agency that connects people in need to the services they desire. To add more context, FYIs are still images with animated effects that appear on digital billboards you see around NYC. The maximum time frame for the still frames is 15 seconds. We want digital viewing of the FYI to be in conjunction of the airing of the PSA. So similar to Plowshare, we will update you with more information post-growth graduation. I'm now going to pass it back to Tiana with one of our creative directors who worked on the designs for the FYIs.
Okay, thank you. As you can see, I have prepared a set of 2 posters for part 1 of our FYI using the bold black and gold colors of the Northwest Bronx. I chose a bold eye-catching typeface and formatted "No nos vamos" and "We won't go" translated in both English and Spanish to reach as much of the Bronx population as possible. They're organized in repetition to be like an endless chant. And for part 2 of our FYI, I have prepared a bold showing of the term "development without displacement important to the Northwest Bronx." I felt it important to show the impact of the cause by not just rejecting the concept of displacement, but visually running a slash through it in an effort to destroy it.
Thank you so much, Tiana, for going over those awesome FYI designs. So at this point now in our presentation, you know the story that we're going to tell about this community and why it's so important. In summary, we established that justice, pride, and courage are traits that have no age but an address, the Bronx. We want residents to understand that our CLT is authentically from the Bronx to the Bronx. We then created the Bronx Pledge so that Bronx natives could join the fight and actively advocate for development without displacement. To support that, we have our media sharing, local news coverage, and of course, our lovely PSAs to further extend our story to local television viewers and online readers. And at the end of this campaign, we hope that Bronxites will feel heard and involved and be happy to join the Northwest Bronx's CLT to really feel a part of their community and advocate for what they believe in. So with that said, our production team also created an extended PSA for one of the longer ad spots, and we're going to play it for you now.
Bronx, you rose from the ashes to provide a home for me. Yo, in my dreams, I see a democracy working for you and me. Yet every day a Bronxite breeze, they keep trying to erase us completely. Suits paying a pretty penny to displace us. Bronx, for you, I pledge my life. I pledge the same hands that rebuilt you will be the same ones that will hold you down. I pledge through collective ownership, we will sustain our borough. I pledge the BX will be what it wants to be. We are the change. Sign the pledge today, because we're here to stay.
All right, and that
Bronx.
That's our PSA. So I'm going to hand it to our account manager, Grisely German, to take any questions. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mac. Thank you for summarizing our presentation. And thank you, production team, for putting in that effort to get us a 60-second video. I hope you guys all enjoyed our presentation today. Just remember, we're not leaving, no nos vamos. And thank you for listening to the Northwest Bronx.
Ale. Bien hecho.
Ah, damn.
Good.
No.
So proud of y'all. Give it up. I wore my money shirt for y'all today.
Money. Look at that. Y'all did it. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? All presentations. Woo! Oh. You're like, okay, I made it. Okay.
Is that it? I can't believe that's it.
No, we've done it. We've done it. We see them all. Now it's to some fun stuff. So bravo to each one of the teams. You did that. Now that we went through each of the presentations, it's time to announce our Life After Growth Awards recipients. So Life After Growth Awards stem from the Growth Initiative's investment in the future of our Growth Initiative Fellows. Because the opportunities that come from the Growth Initiative do not end after this graduation, and these awards are a testament to that. We are in the restless pursuit of growth as people, and this year, we are recognizing the fellows who rose to the occasion. Now, I'll pass the mic to the man of the hour, the Growth Initiative founder, Kenny, to present the Growth Initiative Awards. Passing it to you.
Yo. Everybody give a big round of applause for Anthony holding this down all night, all summer, all day, all night, 24/7.
Yes,
We love
Leo.
Anthony. All right, that's it. We got some lives to change. So welcome everyone. Thank you all for showing up tonight. Definitely give it up for all our beautiful gifts. They brought the pain. They brought it. They didn't bring their A game. They brought the excellence game. That's what I asked for on Monday. So I appreciate y'all bringing that excellence game, because that's what we do here. Definitely thank you to all the mentors that showed up, but I'll give the rest of the thank yous later. So as Anthony mentioned, this is the first ever Life After Growth Awards. We're gonna first start out with the employment opportunities that we have for our wonderful fellows. So each opportunity, actually, we're going to choose several fellows to actually interview for that opportunity with the agency partner that we partnered with. And that agency partner will have to choose amongst the wonderful Growth Initiative fellows that we provide them, because it would be too hard for me and the team to choose one to actually go to one place. So we're actually making putting that job on the agency. So for the very first Life After Growth Award, we're going to start out with the full-time job that has been offered to us by 21 Grams. It's a full-time job. It's going to last for about 14 months. It's at a very, very great salary. So the three, can I get a little bit of a drum roll? A little bit of a drum roll. So the three wonderful gifts that will have the opportunity to interview for this full-time job. We're going to first start with Simran from Team Pinaista. So yay! Pinaista, yes, Simran's gonna have an opportunity. So definitely, you're gonna need to send me that resume like ASAP Rocky. Next, can I get another drum roll? A little bit. Can I get a little bit of snare? I'm gonna get my girl Lan from Building Beats. Where you at, Lan? Where you at, girl? Where you at? She's somewhere here. Yeah. All right. And the last person that's going to have an opportunity to interview for this job is from Building Beats. My man, Jesse, where you at?
Yeah,
let's go, Jesse!
Oh,
Yeah.
Go get it.
Yeah. So all three of you get the opportunity to fight each other for this role, but I think they would be lucky to have any one of you. So yeah, we're gonna get those resumes to 21 Grams hope by Friday, the latest. But yeah, congratulations to everyone that got selected for that. So next,
Kenny, before you move on, remind us what does that job pay?
It pays $58,500.
Not bad. Starting salary.
Not bad to be starting off. So, and we will require you to take me and Rebecca and Gary to the fanciest restaurant in town if you do get this job. I'm just saying. And you have to come uptown. So the next role we have for Pereira Odell, a great agency that is a partner with the Growth Initiative, and they've granted us one role. So we'll have 3 people to interview for this role. So the first person we're going to allow to interview for this role
is my man Vincent from Building Beats.
Let's
Where
go,
you at,
BB!
BB?
Beats
BB
represent.
in the building. BB in
Let's
the
go,
building.
BB!
All
Big
right,
purr,
all right.
big purr.
All right. We're gonna break it up a little. We're gonna break it up a little bit. And the second person we're gonna have the opportunity to interview for this job is from Pinaista, my girl Erin Davis.
Oh, go ahead, E.
Yeah, Erin. And then the last person we're gonna have interview for this job is my girl out of Philly, my girl Kylie. Where you at?
Yes.
All night.
Kylie, come
BB
through.
all night.
Go ahead.
All
Kylie.
right. So congratulations to everyone that got the opportunity to interview at POD. It's going to be a great time, and I wish you all the best. All right. So this next opportunity, this agency actually gave us 3 internships to give away. 3 internships to give away. So I actually have 6 people to announce, right? So I'm going to just start off with saying, an internship and an internship, unless you got Hadass there. So give it up for Hadass. She's gonna have an opportunity to interview with Digo. So Hadass, congratulations.
Congrats, Hadass.
Where are you at?
Hadass. She's somewhere here. I saw her.
I'm here.
She's
All right.
here.
All right.
I'm here.
All right. Next, the next person is going to have an opportunity to interview is my girl Jensine. Where you at, Jensine? Children's Rescue Fund.
Jensine.
Yes, Jensine. All right. Next is another person from Children's Rescue Fund that's going to have an opportunity to interview my girl Bing. Where you at, Bing?
Drop it.
Bing's somewhere here. I think Bing's here. Yeah, Bing's like somewhere here. Bing just got a new apartment. So I think, a new internship, new apartment, you can buy some nice stuff. All right. Next, we have my man Greg Gonzalez is going to have an opportunity to interview with Digo. My man Greg, heavy on that strategy.
Oh, BB.
All right. And of course, and so I got 2 more names to give. This guy is just a beast. So I had to figure out a way to find something for him. And he was also nominated by his mentors. Moderators. My man Asim from Team Pinaista. If y'all didn't see Asim's presentation.
Woohoo, Asim. Congratulations. Woo.
And the last person to interview for a role at Digo, this person just always kind of puts a smile on my face. So I'm glad the moderators nominated her. Is my girl Jackie.
Hey!
Jackie.
Oh my God. Let's go, Jackie.
Love you, Jackie.
That ain't me.
Yeah, I think Jackie just puts a smile on everybody's face. That's just what Jackie does. So cool. So congratulations to everyone. Congratulations, Jackie, Hadass, Jensine, Asim, Greg, and Bing. Congratulations to all of you. So we actually have one more internship to give out. This agency came through last minute, but I'm glad they came through. So I have 3 people that I'm gonna name, and this will be the end of all the full-time jobs and internships that we're gonna give out. So the first, and the name of the agency is called Our West. Our West. It's on the East Coast and West Coast, but they're open to remote. So the 3 people that we've selected for this is, first, we're going to start with my girl, Jada Fonville. Jada, where you at?
Jay.
Wait, what?
Jada.
Go
ahead, girl.
Yep. So Jada's going to have an opportunity to interview. And also my boy Valiant is going to have an opportunity to interview. Both Team Northwest Bronx represent.
Oh, Val.
Yep. And last person is going to have opportunity to interview at Our West will be my girl Hannah from Pinaista.
Hannah, congrats. Woohoo.
Congrats.
Awesome.
All right. So congratulations to everybody, all these opportunities. That's why, we kind of put you through this growth prep school. So you guys are ultimately ready to run through these interviews and get these opportunities. So I want to wish all of you as much luck as the world can possibly give you for these opportunities. So next comes the money, right?
Money,
Next comes
money.
money. When we originally introduced the Life After Growth Awards and the scholarships, I said there was going to be 4, but y'all are so fire, I had to make it 8. So there's going to be 8 scholarships. It's going to be 8 scholarships. So I kind of even I try to spread out the money as much as possible. When I told Rebecca, she's like, "Oh, Kenny, you just love everybody." I was like, "Yes, I do." So that's how it works. So
how much is each award, Kenny?
So each award is going to be $1,250, $1,250. So, that can, cover something, I hope.
1 month rent in New York. There you go.
That's
I don't know where you live, Jack.
I am elite. Hello.
If you have roommates, maybe.
But before I get into this, I'm going to have Alex break down the meaning of each award, and then we're just going to start naming names. So Alex, go ahead.
Okay, is anybody else's heart about to just explode out of their fucking chest? Let's be real.
I've been needing to vomit since we started.
Okay, all right. Oh my God, the energy, the love in this room, like this is history making, y'all. I'm so blessed to be here. Thank you everyone for your work. Thank you moderators. Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you everybody. So I'm gonna break it down quick. So something that we noticed, as we were forming and entering this year with 100 Roses was just 4 qualities that we found on a lot of the members. And that was, we always hungry, we keep it humble, we know how to hustle, but above all, we're human. We do our best to be human and have heart. And that's what we're looking for. We said it when these guys started, and now we're actually going to celebrate it at the end of this 10 weeks later. There's so much love here. Our job doing all this work is to eventually not have a job anymore. Kenny and I connected on this idea so many years ago, and we're doing this so that everyone in this room has that long-term success that we know a lot of our people don't get to enjoy in this industry. So I'm going to give it back to Kenny. Hunger, humbleness, hustle, human heart. Kenny, take it over.
All right. So the first Life After Growth Award is for heart. So this is, someone that's been on the team, that's shown a whole lot of heart and puts heart into the actual work that they do. So for the Heart Award, as I said before, we got 2 people, and the first person it goes to, the beast from the East, my man Sandeep. Give it up for him, y'all.
Sandeep.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Yep. So Sandeep, thank you. Enjoy it. Hopefully the dollar isn't shit in India, but I apologize if it is, because
Sandeep, that's your ticket to New York. That's your ticket to New York. Come on.
Yeah.
We talked about this. Come on, you got it now.
All right. And the second Heart Award actually goes to one of his teammates, probably a part of the heart and soul of that team as well. It's going to go to our girl, Nicole.
Yes, Nicole! Woo!
My girl.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Gotta, we saw a lot in y'all. So congratulations, Sandeep and Nicole. All right, next, obvious, is the Life After Growth Hustle Award. So if you felt like you were a hustler, or you knew a hustler that was on your team and was hustling really hard for y'all, then you probably know who's next. So the first Hustle Award is gonna go to our girl, Lynn, from Team Pinayista.
Hey, Lynn!
Woo! Congratulations!
Hustling at all hours of the night, so
better pay the foreigners. Yeah. Pay the international people. Pay the international people. Come on. We convert that to our currency. We'll make more where we're from.
All right. And the next Hustle Award goes to, she's such a hustler. So I see why the moderators nominated her. Our girl Allison, y'all, from Tim Building Beats. Such a hustler. Such a hustler.
Yes.
Such a hustler, such a hustler, such a hustler. I mean, it's a small package, but a whole lot of hustle, right?
Woo!
So that's Allison for y'all, man. So definitely shout out to Allison. And one thing I want everybody to know is that all of y'all are winners tonight, right? All of y'all are winners. We are working on other opportunities for everybody else, but you know, these are the ones with the opportunities that we currently have, but we're working on opportunities even beyond this over the next really couple days and weeks. So, you know, if you don't hear your heart, if you don't hear your name tonight, doesn't mean you're not a winner. Everyone's a winner because you made it through these 10 weeks. All right, so the next award is the Humble Award. So this is like that person on your team that just had this humbleness to them, but got shit done at the end of the day. So if y'all know someone like this, I think you know they can go by the name Griselli, right? Because humble as all hell. Humble as all hell. But gets the job done. Gets the job done. But there's another person that has hustled, that's so humble and just pushes forward throughout all, you know, things that happen. And y'all know her name too. It's a her. Yes, that's our girl Brittany. So I got to give it the Humble Award for Brittany.
Hey.
Yes, that's my sis.
Free Brittany.
Free Brittany. All right, so we're down to the last two awards. So this is the Human Award, right? Because as you all know, we are not building advertising robots here. We're trying to build like really great human beings that can do great things in this industry. So, you know, being human is kind of knowing when you're right and when you're wrong, but at the end of the day, still being able to deliver at a high level as all of you do. So this was a very hard one for us to kind of get through. And I was looking at all the nominations, and you know, like the two names that came out first, the first one was Olivia.
Olivia.
Oh,
He's gonna pee her pants for sure now.
Leo energy. Leo energy.
Thank you so much, Olivia. All right, and the very last name is another person that brought a lot of humanity to their team, and it was always just good to see the humanity actually come out in the work and the very thought out plan, and that goes to our girl Mac Parker. So
I was waiting for her name.
Congrats,
Mac.
All right. Yay.
Yeah,
Congrats.
Congrats, everybody.
So to everybody that got an opportunity to interview at an agency or got some of this scholarship money, we definitely have to thank Sanyos and Brother Harvey for making this check come through through fast. So shout out to Harvey on making this money come through. I think Harvey's still on the call. Yes, he is. So thank you, Harvey. Thank you to everyone that participated, everyone that really showed up throughout these 10 weeks, and onward and forward. So on that note, what's next on the menu, Anthony?
It's me. I'm next on the menu. Hello. It's closing time. Yeah. So we're getting into our final remarks, and I'm already an emotional person, so just bear with me. But y'all irritating. Anywho, it has been my privilege and honor to be your program manager this summer. You all are so incredible. You are such bright, kind, and talented people. I honestly cannot thank you all enough for just bringing your A game, bringing that excellence to the Growth Initiative program, for really building this creative with your teams, for investing in your clients, and for just trusting the process that comes with such a hands-on and challenging program such as the Growth Initiative. In the beginning of this program, I went and said, what you invest into the Growth Initiative is what you get out. And let me tell you, I saw so many of you pour your hearts and energy into your work. You all should just be so proud of everything you have accomplished. Oh my Lord. Now, before I get too emotional, I'm going to pass the mic to the woman who gets shit done, Growth Curriculum Advisor, Rebecca, for a few words as well. So pass it off to y'all.
Thank you. This will give you a time to get a Kleenex, Anthony. Thank you. So y'all, we got to give it up for Anthony. I mean, he has kept us going all these weeks and been doing so much behind the scenes. Can't thank you enough, man.
Good
Mil
job,
gracias.
Anthony.
All right. So to all of you fellows, I say congratulations, felicidades. So this program and the content was demanding, right? It was intense. I know it was. And I heard from many of you that our methods were different than what you learned in school. That was on purpose. Our methods are based on the professional best practices. In other words, what's done in the real world. So our goal throughout this, you've heard from us, is to make sure every single one of the growth fellows is undeniably business ready, not just academically ready, business ready. So that meant that because it was so intense at times, developing your campaigns, it was a challenge, painful even. We know, we heard from you, but you didn't quit. You're all here, right? You were tenacious. And I want you to recognize that of everything that you learned, this might just be the most important thing, the most important lesson you learned from this program. I hope you learned that it's okay to make mistakes or not to have all the answers. In fact, sometimes it's more important to ask questions than to know the answers. I hope that you learned this lesson and that you'll keep this in mind for the future. That the next time you have a tough project, a demanding client, a team that's not seeing eye to eye, I hope that you remind yourself that it's called growing pains for a reason. If it's smooth sailing, if you don't experience any challenges, you're missing opportunities for learning and growing. I hope that you'll all stay in touch with each other. I hope you'll stay in touch with your moderators, with your mentors, and the growth staff. Because while the program stops today, your career is just getting started. And we are part of your launching pad. We are your network. We are your fam. Speaking of fam, all of you fellows have parents, sisters, brothers, aunties, uncles, grandparents, and you have Kenny, the godfather of growth and of us all. He's been working for a very long time to make the industry better, to make life better for you, for me, for generations. And this program would not exist without him. I can't thank him enough for having the vision of growth and then for making it real, for finding the clients, the moderators, the mentors, the internships, Adobe licenses, and cold, hard cash. So for the months and months of work, the endless energy and his huge heart, I ask you to please give it up for my partner and role model, Kenny, who will wrap us up tonight.
Yeah, Kenny with Kenny.
Yes, bring us home, Daddy.
Kenny.
Yeah.
Daddy Kenny.
Patron.
El patrón.
All right. So, Rebecca, thank you so much for those incredibly kind words. It's a privilege, pleasure, and honor and blessing, to be on this journey with you and the rest of the administrative team and all the moderators and the mentors, the Pro Initiative mentors, and the grown mentors that are here tonight that are alumni from last year. Definitely shout out to our design team that's a part of growth as well, Derek and Jamar. Today is like this day when we get to like the end, it's like my favorite day of the year. It's like my birthday all over again, to be totally honest with y'all. So that's, if you wonder why, where did he come up with love y'all like cake? It's because like, I feel like it's my birthday cake and all of you all are like bright candles on my cake. So I am beyond blessed to be in this position to create this opportunity for all of y'all to kind of learn what school ain't teaching y'all, but also support you all in ways that a lot of us weren't supported when we first got into this industry. When I was thinking about this and when I was talking to the team about growth, I was like, we have to give them some type of support. Alex always says it best. It was like, when a lot of organizations were running away from the fire of COVID-19, 100 rows from concrete, we ran into the motherfucking fire. And we're gonna continue running into the fire for incredibly beautiful, smart, intelligent, funny, witty, and kind individuals like yourselves. We're gonna continue running into this fire because for some reasons, these agencies still haven't figured out this secret sauce yet. So that puts us at the top of the heap because no one's doing what we're doing, and no one's doing what we're doing in real time, and no one provides that continuous support past even when the program is over. So like I wake up thinking about y'all, I go to bed thinking about y'all during the middle of the day. I'm answering most of y'all Slacks, and I'll still answer all y'all Slacks. So that's just how that goes. And I'm not gonna stop trying to find opportunities for you all within this industry. So don't think like, oh, it's over now and I guess that's it. No, like if you want that support, 100 rows from concrete, we are strong, we are here, we are prickly as fuck. So we are going to be here, and we're going to keep poking this industry in the eye saying, do better every day. We're going to say, do better, because if we can do it, and we're literally a very small team of very activated people, like, imagine what we could do if we had the millions and billions of dollars some of these agencies had, right? Just imagine what we would do. We would literally own this industry. But due to the fact that we are where we are, I want you all to know that you all are very special and that you all do belong in this industry. And you all have shown that throughout these last 10 weeks. I know there were ups and downs, there are peaks and valleys, but the great thing about after this program is that you get to choose your family. So unlike your brothers and sisters, your mother, your father, whoever's at home, you get to choose this family. And hopefully you choose us as your family as you continue on this journey. So I'm not gonna go any further long because y'all know if y'all put a quarter in, you gotta listen to the whole song. So I'm gonna stop right there. But it has honestly been just like the joy of my summer, being able to get to know most of you throughout the summer and watch how much you've grown, literally grown throughout this summer, because that's the way myself, Rebecca, the rest of the team, that's how we give real opportunity with talent and heart. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all like cake. Thank you so much.
Yes. Give it up, y'all. Unmute the mics. Unmute the mics.
We did it. We did it.
Thank you for the mentors. Thank you for all the mentors.
Thank you, everyone.
Say thank you for the mentors.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Andrew, David, Alicia, Jasmine, Karen, thank you all so much.
Yes.
Well done, everybody. That was awesome.
Y'all are officially grown.
You're grown. This is hot growth summer. Now it's hot grown summer.
That was amazing.
Is there a post-growth party after this?
Well,
I mean, I've opened all the breakout rooms. If y'all want to go to your breakout rooms, room 1 can be BB, room 2 can be Pina, room 3 can be CRF, and last but not least, room 4 can be whatchamacallit?
Northwest Bronx.
Northwest Bronx.
Whatchamacallit?
Tiana will let you in.
I don't need to be let in. I can be let in now.
Oh, excuse us. All getting new on us.
She's grown up now.
She's grown.
Proud of y'all. Very
Well
proud
done,
of y'all.
everyone. This is amazing.
Big love.
Well done.
Beautiful roses. Beautiful roses. We're excited to continue to see you grow.
Yep.
Blossom and grow, and we're here for you no matter what. Remember that. No one else gets to tell you that in other internships. And trust me, I've been around the block a couple of times. I've had to double park, but I'm telling you right now, Your family. It doesn't just end here. Your family. Stay in touch. We are here to support you.
Love y'all. Bye.
Love y'all.
Be like cake.
Yes, yeah.
All right. Oh, here comes Joe. Joe's coming back. Oh, Osman, DJ.
What's up, Kenny?
Not much. All right, team, that's how the hot dogs are made.
They're in the bun.
Yep.
All
Are you know
right.
what that means?
Is that what it is? You had so much to drink?
That's how the hot dogs are made? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I'm so sorry if you saw my facial expressions because the lightning and the thunder here in Brooklyn, I literally thought my whole house was going up.
Wow.
Yeah, I dropped off the call. My lights all went out. I'm like,
Derek, are you in Brooklyn?
no, I'm like in Jersey, but still my lights went out though.
Oh
So it was
my
like a
God.
wipe. It was like
I
a wipeout.
literally was like, oh my God, if my basement floods, during these presentations, I will lose my marbles.
So sorry to hear that, Derek.
Yeah, like I dropped. I don't know. Like I don't know.
That
if
you're in
anyone else
Jersey.
dropped off the call. Oh, I'm in Jersey.
You are the worst.
I messed up.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
say goodnight. That was
Good night, Rebecca.
beautiful.
Enjoy the rest of your
Rebecca, thank you.
vacation.
I'll
Yep,
see you
bye.
all again. I'll be
All
back
right.
in
Bye, guys.
New